start the press conference. So with us this morning is of course President and CEO for MGen, Mr. Manny Rubio, and the President and CEO for MGreen, Dennis Jordan. So if you want to ask questions, just raise your hand and then introduce yourself and the network or the media entity, and then you can ask your question. Who wants to go first?
Everything is being said.
This one, so that's our short remarks na lang.
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. You've heard the speeches of MVP, our chairman in Meralco, and of course the president of the Philippines, highlighting the benefit of this project. But I think first and foremost, I think what I would like to highlight really is the significance of this project. It's not just an ordinary renewable energy project in the Philippines. As mentioned, it's the largest single contiguous solar installation in the world, 3,500 megawatts, but coupled with the 4,500 megawatt hours of battery energy storage. Because this project is actually a testament that transition to cleaner fuels is really possible, because this one is very competitive compared to a mid-merit supply, a supply that will provide Meralco 850 megawatts from 8 in the morning to 9 in the evening. If it's just pure variable renewable energy, it can be done. So it has to be augmented by an energy storage that will provide the energy up to 9 in the evening, and hopefully we still have some to offer in the grid post the delivery of the contract. And that usually in the past that service is being provided by fossil fuel plants, coal, LNG, and worse, more expensive would be diesel units. Now this is a start, and hopefully with the proof that we can do this. This is a start of something that we will be considering as future projects for MGen and of course MGreen.
So that is
Yeah, thank you also. As Manny mentioned, I won't repeat what he said in terms of the significance of the project. Our thanks to the press corps for coming over and joining us on this really momentous event. One of the things that we did say to the President is that this project would not have been possible without the support of the government. So we were able to get energy project of national significance certification from the Department of Energy. And likewise, we were able to get Green Lane certification from the Board of Investment, which is really very important for us. The other significant thing about this project is the fact that the $600 million investment of Actis, which is one of the largest renewable energy infrastructure investor in the world, has put in $600 million, which is in the history of greenfield investments is the largest ever. So those are the significant things that I think we're really thankful with the government. From a local perspective, this will generate thousands of employment. The President mentioned around 10,000 at the peak of the activity. During construction, it will be certainly more than that. Outside of that, of course, ongoing employment for the people here. One of the things we also mentioned to the President is that this will have an impact on the local economy with roughly around in the first 10 years of the operation of this project, roughly around 22 billion of taxes that will go through the local government. I'm sure uplifting the many lives that are based here in Bulacan and certainly Nueva, Ecija, and the 11 barangays for which we will operate in. So maraming salamat sa inyong pupunta.
Okay, thank you, Sir Manny, Sir Dennis. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Please introduce yourself and your entity.
Hi, good morning po. Army Carranza from Radyo Natin Gimba, a local community media. Ang isa po sa mga sinasabi niyong advantages ay yung libreng energy na ma-generate para magamit po ng taong bayan. Paki-explain naman po kung paano niya mapapower ang 2,900 households. Yun lang po ba yun? Or meron ding mga commercial entities, facilities na...
Ika-clarify ko lang po, ang susuplayan po ng Terra Solar is the mid-merit supply na kailangan po ni Meralco. So si Meralco po ang within the franchise area of Meralco ang bibili ng kuryente. Ang talagang hina-highlight lang po talaga namin is that ito pong ganitong klaseng configuration, the first of its kind, no, na ganitong kalaki, na dati ang nagpo-provide ng ganitong klaseng service sa mga distribution utilities like Meralco, like in Nueva Ecija, Neeco, no, ay mga fossil fuel plants. Kasi dati, yun yung competitive with providing this kind of service. Ngayon, pinapakita namin na with the variable renewable energy, this capacity of 3,500 megawatts, charging with the excess charging the battery of 4,500 megawatt hours, pwede nang lumaban sa presyuhan in providing the mid-merit service. Dati ay pinoprovide lamang ng coal, ng LNG, ng diesel, no, na sabi namin ngayon talagang pwede pa lang mag-transition sa mas malinis na paggawa ng kuryente. And ito ngayon ang direksyon namin, and MGen would like to be the leading generator, no, towards transition in the country.
So hindi lang po siya alternative source of electricity,
Well,
for example, or
Ngayon kasi ang
siya mismo?
renewable energy kasi hindi na alternative source. Actually, it's already part of our main source, no? That there's an ambition by the country that by 2030, 30% of our supply should be coming from variable renewable energy, no? That's set by DOE. And ito ay malaking contribution para ma-achieve ng Pilipinas yung ganung klaseng ambition.
Does this mean po na yung mga local cooperatives po namin dito, for example, Nico Area 1, 2 at saka Nico 1, pwede rin po silang bumili ng source from this or mag-acquire?
Yeah.
From
Ang
this?
sinusuplayan kasi nito ay Meralco, pero pwede silang bumili ng renewable energy na kailangan talaga niya kasi mandated silang bumili rin ng renewable energy based on renewable energy law through the Green Energy Auction Program. Meron ganung programa ang DOE.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir?
That users, Peñaranda, PT4. Meron na po ba tayong comparison or computation ng difference ng traditional source, yung energy generation dito sa gagawin natin ba?
In terms of pricing,
Cost.
I think mas importante na maintindihan ng mga tao kung ang na-appreciate ng tao yung magkano ba yung binabayad ko per kilowatt hour, no? Itong presyo na to na binenta namin sa pagbili ng Meralco sa amin, no, ng Terra Solar, ay halos pareho na rin ang binabayad ni Meralco sa mga fossil fuel plants na nagpo-provide din ng mid-merit. Kaya sabi namin, exciting tong project na to kasi napapatunayan namin na competitive na pala ang mid-merit supply coming from variable renewable energy and coupled with an energy storage system.
So, pwede po nitong mabababa yung energy generation. Kasi yung pinakamataas sa binabayaran sa kuya.
Yeah. Well, yun talagang gusto nating gawin, ano? And I think as technology develops, mas makakakita pa tayo ng mas mura pang source as we continue to develop projects like this, no? Dati hindi to siguro even 3 years, 4 years ago, hindi natin ma-envision na pwede palang mangyari to. Pero ngayon, na bumaba na halos talaga ng halos doble din, no?
Yes,
yung cost ng mga materyales, no, at saka ng technology. Ngayon talagang napapatunayan na pwede na pala.
Kailan po mararamdaman ito ng mga consumers kaya?
Pag-operate nito, malaramdaman na ng mga consumers, no? And the full delivery of its capacity is expected to be 2027 February, no? But yung first phase will be delivering March 2026.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am?
Sir, good morning po. Connect po from Peñaranda from the government on the salaries niya. Ang tanong ko lang po, nabanggit ko kanina na 10,000 jobs, diba? Yung makikreate po ng Terra Solar. Pwede pong pakipaliwanag po kung saan po sila mag-work at kung mga taga saan po yung ihahaya po natin.
Okay. Yung 10,000 na na kailangan po natin is really for the construction of the site, ano. So meron tayong mga pre-development requirements and then full construction during the execution of the project. So yung mga preference namin is that we will be able to employ local people, ano. Kaya lang sa laki ho ng kapangangailangan ho natin, magkakaroon na tayo ng pangangailangan din na baka magdala ng mga ibang kakayahan mula sa ibang mga
Experts.
probinsya, no? Dahil sa laki po. Isa sa mga maganda po sa solar project is the fact na marami pong mga trabaho na pwede pong gawin ng ating mga may bahay, ano, ng ating mga kababaihan sa bahay. And in other projects, we've also employed women, ano, as part of the workforce because they are ideal in doing some of the activities whilst building the solar panels. So we're looking at all areas. Meron din tayong mga pangangailangan sa mga tinatawag na skilled or certified employees. We're talking with the local government and also with the national government and other agencies like TESDA for certification and test qualifications of those required roles. So marami ho tayong mga pwede hong gawin. And then ongoingly naman po, magkakaroon tayo ng mga services required in terms of the maintenance of the facility. Napakalaki po ng solar plant natin, so we will employ people who will continuously maintain, clean the solar panels outside of yung magagaling po nating mga inhinyero na mag-ooperate po ng ating planta.
Dadagdagan ko lang, no? Hindi lang dahil sa yung employment ay i-create during construction, yung talagang doon mangangailangan ng tao, pero yung ecosystem to make that environment actually be sustainable. Diba? Gagawin namin itong project na to in 2 to 3 years. Pero syempre, other than yung mga nagtatrabaho, kailangan din may mga pagdala ng pagkain, di ba? Yung mga mag-aayos siguro ng mga barracks, no? Kailangan may maglaba. Kasi marami na rin akong projects na ginawa. Talagang pag may malaking construction project doon sa site, buong ecosystem yung nakikinabang. No? And that's what we really are looking forward to.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Christian?
Hi sir, Chris Chanosores sa Radyo 6 Trento sa Manila. Ano specific areas lang sir yung 2.4 million household? Concentrate lang pa sa Central Luzon or may areas din sa Metro Manila?
That will use the ano.
Yes.
Actually, ano lang yun, it's a graphic representation of how much energy can be actually distributed to the number of households. But this actually, as I said, will be supplied to Meralco. So the output of Terra Solar, when it goes into the grid, into the Meralco distribution system, will be supplied to the whole franchise area.
And then lastly sir sa akin, dahil lagi tayong dinadaanan ng bagyo and we are heavily reliant sa solar, sa power of the sun, ano yung technology na meron tayo para to make sure na ma-withstand ng ating mga solar panels yung mga dadaang bagyo sa atin?
Napakagandang tanong po,
Yes.
ano? So one of the things na tinitinan ho natin is the resiliency of the facility to withstand yung mga typhoons that's come along. I'll talk about that and then later on why Nueva Ecija is really very ideal for that, ano? So meron po tayo mga tinatawag na wind tunnel test that we require from our suppliers, which are far higher compared to the wind velocity and that we experience when we have typhoons coming in, ano? So isa po yun sa mga pangangailangan, and then basically over-designed po siya for compared to the amount of the strength of the wind gustiness that we get from the typhoons that come across North Luzon. Ang isa naman po maganda dito sa Nueva Ecija, kung inyo pong nalalaman is nandiyan po yung mga mountain ranges po natin, ano? So from most of the typhoons that we get is really from the Pacific Ocean, either going west or going west northwest, ano? And when it hits the Sierra Madre areas, na humihina ho yan. Of course, we're not relying on that. No? We're relying on making sure that we have the right design for the operation that we require for the site.
Thank you. Next.
Ay, follow-up question lang dun.
Sige, okay.
Napag-usapan po natin yung risk factor ng typhoon. Ang solar panels po, if I'm not mistaken, ay may specific number of years lang yung buhay niya. Yung pong mga ganong klase ng risks ay yun din po ba ay pinaghahandaan
Ako na.
ninyo? May effect po ba yun sa
Well,
pricing,
yung-
etc.?
Yeah, yung sinasabi nila na may certain life yung solar panels, no? Totoo po yun kasi meron pong, as with any other power generation facilities, meron degradation, bumababa yung efficiency. Ito ay tinitingnan namin siguro, including the batteries, no? Na may pangangailangan ding i-augment from a certain period. In-expect namin na tatagal to at a minimum 20 years.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? No more? Say may flight pa, Sir Manny.
What's happening in Tibao?
kinantay namin. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Salamat, Thank you very much.
Maraming
Lunch
salamat po.
tayo
Thank
sa
you.
ulit ng 10.